one of the smallest countries on earth, nearly eliminated the defending World Cup champions. Not Brazil, not Germany, not France. Cape Verde, a nation of just over 600,000 people, scattered across 10 volcanic islands in the Atlantic Ocean, pushed Lionel Messi and Argentina to the absolute limit. They didn't just survive the group stage. They didn't just make history. They came within inches of producing one of the greatest upsets football has ever seen.
It was awkward for Vozinha. It was unorthodox,
story
but
of Cape Verde. Cape Verde, officially Cabo Verde, sits around 600 kilometres west of Senegal in the Atlantic Ocean. It's made up of 10 volcanic islands and several smaller islets with dramatic mountains, black volcanic landscapes, and beautiful beaches. Despite its size, football is everything. Many of Cape Verde's best players actually grew up across Europe. Some were born in Portugal, others in the Netherlands, France, and Luxembourg. They represent Cape Verde because of family roots. That has allowed this tiny nation to build one of Africa's most competitive squads. Before this tournament, FIFA ranked them around 67th in the world, but rankings never tell the whole story. The captain and biggest legend is Ryan Mendes. He became Cape Verde's all-time leading appearance maker and goal scorer, and remains the team's emotional leader. Then there's goalkeeper Vozinha. At 40 years old, many thought this would simply be his final tournament. Instead, he became one of the stories of the entire World Cup. Against Argentina alone, he produced 8 saves, including several from Lionel Messi, keeping Cape Verde alive for over 2 hours of football. Midfielder Leroy Duarte became another hero. He scored Cape Verde's first ever World Cup knockout stage goal against Argentina. Then there's Sidney Lopez Cabral, a player who, only a few years ago, was playing in Germany's lower leagues. Against Argentina, he scored one of the goals of the tournament, an extraordinary curling strike in extra time that made it 2-2. Cape Verde arrived with almost no expectations. Many predicted they would finish bottom of their group. Instead, they became impossible to beat. They opened the tournament with a draw, then came another draw, then another. 3 matches, 3 draws, no defeats. That was enough to finish second in Group H behind Spain and qualify for the knockout stages on their World Cup debut. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't possession football, it was organisation, discipline, heart, and incredible defending. Then came the impossible challenge, Argentina, the defending world champions, Lionel Messi. Almost everyone expected a comfortable Argentine victory. Instead, Cape Verde produced one of the greatest underdog performances the World Cup has ever seen. Messi eventually broke the deadlock with another moment of brilliance. Most teams would have collapsed. Cape Verde did the opposite. They kept believing. They pressed higher. They attacked. And just before the hour mark, Leroy Duarte scored 1-1. Suddenly, Argentina were nervous. The champions attacked wave after wave. But every time, there was Vozinha, save after save after save. He denied Messi, denied Fernandez, denied Argentina again. After 90 minutes, it was still level. Extra time. Argentina thought they had finally won it when Lisandro Martinez restored their lead. Cape Verde refused to quit. Then came the moment nobody will ever forget. Sidney Lopez Cabral picked up the ball outside the area, curled an incredible strike into the far corner. 2-2. The Argentine fans were silent. The Cape Verde fans were dreaming. Penalties suddenly looked possible. But with just minutes remaining, Messi delivered one final corner. Cristian Romero's header was deflected into the net off Dani Borges for an own goal that settled the match 3-2 in Argentina's favour. Heartbreak. Cape Verde didn't win. But they changed how the world sees them. They became the first World Cup debutants to push the defending champions this close in years. They showed that organisation can compete with superstar talent, that courage matters, that tiny football nations can belong on the biggest stage. Vozinha became a national hero. The squad returned home having inspired millions around the world, and according to FIFA prize allocations, their historic run also earned the Federation millions of dollars, money that could transform football development across the islands. Cape Verde arrived as one of the smallest countries ever to play at a World Cup. They left as everyone's second favourite team. They didn't lift the trophy, but they won something almost as valuable. Respect. And if this tournament proved anything, it's that in football, size means absolutely nothing. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Matchday Insider because tomorrow we'll uncover another unbelievable story